Take me to the mall. Take me to the mall. Take me to the mall.
What's up, guys? So the title of this video, don't just quit weed, but start a new chapter. So a lot of times when we're trying to quit weed, we make the mistake of simply just quitting weed. And that makes the process seem daunting, makes the process seem excruciating, make it seem not fun. Because if you've been smoking weed for years and years and years, you have gotten so accustomed to weed being in your life, the thought of not having it is very scary. So when we think of simply just taking something away, it sends us into this mental spiral, which can sometimes and a lot of times send us running straight back to Mary Jane. So how do we avoid this pitfall? Think of it as starting a new chapter. Because probably if you're like trying to quit weed, there's probably other factors in your life that you also want to change, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a diet, whether it's your profession, whether it's just gaining mental clarity, overcoming anxiety, depression. You're probably getting new friends, making a new life for yourself. And we should just focus on that versus quitting weed itself and just putting all this focus on not smoking, not smoking, not smoking, but filling your life with other things. Don't think of it as quitting something, but gaining something new, which is your peace of mind, your clarity, your clear eyes, and something more tangible like a new hobby. Because when we first quit, we may want to run back to smoking or vaping or edibles, whatever you do, if you have free time. But if you take up that free time you did use to buy weed, you used to roll the weed, you used to smoke the weed and get high, replace that with, let's say, something like exercise. If you have been wanting to go on a fitness journey and you like, I don't have enough time, make time for that with this new change. So you throw yourself in something else that you're so busy, you're so involved in, that you don't really have time to really reminisce on when you were high. This can make the process much more exciting because there's a good chance if you have gotten addicted to weed, you probably have sort of an addictive, possibly not all times, but sometimes you may have an addictive personality, which means you can become addicted to anything. But it also depends on what you're addicted to, whether it's good for your life, good for your mind, good for your future. Let's say you have been wanting to start a new career, start a new passion, hobby, something that you've been afraid to actually pursue. You really been like, is it for me? Should I do it? Should I not? If you're quitting weed, this should be the perfect time to take on that endeavor. That's gonna, like I said, take up any space in your mind, any dead space that you were having when you're thinking like in your room, like, I remember I could be high right now, or I'm fit to eat. I remember I should smoke after I eat. If you're so involved in something else, it's going to prevent you from having these idle thoughts and again make you run back to Mary Jane. And in life, we should always be wanting to start new chapters. We should always forever be evolving as a person. The idea of staying the same person you were 1 year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that sucks. We should always want to be changing. Not saying we should just change our personality altogether, but trying new things, becoming more proficient in certain things, learning new things, gaining new perspectives, reading more, seeing more. And a big part of it is, with weed especially, learning to control our anxiety. A lot of times we will continue to smoke weed because we say, I get depressed, I get anxiety, and weed helps me with that. And we really play down our body's natural response to handle stress, to handle anxiety. Our mind was meant to handle these things. Our body already possesses what they call cannabinoid receptors, which kind of regulates our mood, whatnot. It acts as our natural cannabis. Some people actually justify it because they say, oh, our body already has cannabinoid receptors, so the weed just, relates to those receptors. But no, our body already possesses these things to naturally handle stress, anxiety, depression. And learning to control that on your own with no outside source is the best thing you can give to yourself. The journey of being a successful adult is learning how to be emotionally stable, not be so swayed by everything, not be so triggered by everything, learning your triggers, learning how to control yourself, be patient, and it's best to try to figure out these things while we do have a clear mind. See, the problem with weed is we smoke weed because we say it helps us with our anxiety, but we don't allow our body to naturally handle the things. And truly, weed is not really handling our anxiety, it's just taking our mind on whatever the issue is. If we have anxiety, if we are depressed, you are feeling this way because there is something in your life, whether it's a bad relationship, whether it's a job you want to be in, whether it's your health, whether you childhood trauma, whatever. There are reasons why you are having this anxiety, and you need to figure it out. Go to the root, go to the base, and it's best to do this with a clear mind. So starting a new chapter will allow you to not only pursue other things, but find out a lot about yourself and who you are supposed to be. So again, don't put weed on this pedestal. Don't solely focus on quitting weed, but quit weed. Say, I got this. It's no big deal. It's just a joint. I can go 30 days. I can go a year without smoking. And take your focus and apply it to something new. Apply it. It doesn't have to be a hobby. Apply it to yourself. Just learning about yourself will help you become a better person. So don't just quit weed. Start a new chapter, and your future self will thank you.